back.
We're back with Lee Heckner. We're like, wait, are we back? This is our last segment?
No.
Second to last.
Second to last.
I was going to ask for a vomit bag. I was so upset.
I know. I think we should, whatever's programmed after this, like,
Let's just keep going.
Move it.
It's marathon, this stuff.
Exactly. So let's talk about your workshops real quick.
Yay!
And then we'll get into a couple maybe broad topics. You do a bunch of different, I mean, your first one coming up is Getting Back to Your Greatness.
Getting
which
Back
you
to Your
talked a little
Greatness,
bit.
which I love because it's a great starter. There's 5 workshops that I do, and the first one is starting to open. Starting to peel back the layers and remember and get back to knowing that inside of you is something brilliant, like your soul, like your thumbprint, your soul print is yours and specific to you, and to start finding out what that is. Yeah, I like that one.
But I love that your workshop, you could actually take all of them and get completely different. I mean, you do parenting, marriage and relationships, and finding your gift, and how did you determine which workshops to provide?
I in school we had to do a second year project, and I thought it was going to be writing a book, and then the teacher got up and said, if you're not in a regular practice of writing a book, don't take that on. So I'm like, dang it, and cross that off. And I had agreed to do these workshops, and I was like, how am I going to do second year project and the workshops? And then it dawned on me that was my second year project.
Right.
And literally I meditated, and I asked for God's assistance, or I partnered with power, or I partnered with realizing there's more than this, and there's this giant energy that we're all connected to. So I welcomed that energy in, and I said, help me figure this out. And I wrote down, Getting Back to Your Greatness, intention, don't leave home without it. Like literally, I just wrote the topics that kind of popped out in my heart. And auspiciously parenting, I love, because I couldn't find, every word had been used for parenting. You know, I had to use my name. And auspicious means doing something for a greater good, or doing something for a good outcome. Marriage, relationship, it's your fault. Oh, wait. I love, and that's having ownership, that you drew this person in, and that you're showing up in a way that's telling them how to treat you, as opposed to saying they treat me badly. You know, and really, the ownership of that one I love. And the last one, Fig and Gig, find your gift and give your gift. And I think that is a slice of heaven on earth, is when you can find out why the heck you're here and be living from that space and honoring why God put you here and sharing your gift, whatever the heck it is.
Right. I this is a little bit off topic, but you use the word God a lot.
Yeah.
But it seems like you put it out there as an idea for other people to translate in the way that
what it means
best
to them.
For them.
Yeah. So
I always like when people speak in that way.
Yeah.
This is for everyone.
This is for everyone. It is not religious.
Right. Whether you believe that God is up there pulling strings and has a path, or God is energy, or God is love, or whatever it is.
Whatever your higher power is, however you come to the understanding that there is more than this.
Right. And some may believe their higher power is chocolate. And so just call that chocolate God, and you're
just bring that chocolate to the workshop and share your
with
God.
enough for everybody.
Okay.
And preferably dark with almonds, or
yeah. And I do that in my first one. I talk about the word God, and I say, put in whatever that means to you.
Right.
So if I use it, don't say, I don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God, right on. Come anyway.
Right.
Come hear what I'm saying. Share what you're thinking, because I'm interested in hearing what the heck you think it's all about.
I always say that we would have so much more peace in life if people would take that word and not be offended by it, but determine what it means for you.
Yeah.
But it does come with a set of expectations. When you say God, it absolutely puts you into a category of thinking or believing one way, and then there's lots of things that come with that. And sometimes people are not prepared for what other people put on you when you say the word God.
Yeah. Recently I had someone get very upset that I used the word universe, because I get these messages from the guy, some Mike Dooley or some guy from The Secret, whatever. They come in my email every day. Little beautiful, funny, inspirational messages.
Right.
And sometimes if they're good, I repost it on Facebook. And someone recently said to me, I get very offended that you post things that say from the universe, because that's from God. And I said, wow, thank you for sharing that. I hear you. I hear the importance. And I said, well, tell me, what does God mean to you? Is it a man sitting on a throne with Jesus, a little baby Jesus, next to his foot? Is that what it looks like? Or is it everything? Is it every single thing that the energy is flowing through on the planet? Is it all the stars? Like, what does that mean to you? And whatever it means to you, I'm with you. Right on. I don't get hung up on that. anything. It's just realizing that this is limited, our time here, but there's so much more
Right.
Of a bigger picture.
Right.
And kind of tapping into everything is just energy. And the greatest mind on the planet, which was Einstein,
Right.
who was so spiritual and realized that. I mean, he even broke down the atom. He realized that there is a force way greater, something way greater out there. And I'm really in line with Einstein. Was it Einstein? What am I talking about?
I don't know.
We have 1 minute left, but I want to ask you about
In the break,
parenting real
so
quick before we go to a break. How do you use this in parenting? How do you use your gift and what you've learned to become a better parent?
With my kids, I realized that I have 5 of them, and they're each completely different, and they each have shown up in my life to teach me something. I have a daughter who's born a complete lady and is one of the most beautiful, sweet, kind-hearted people I've ever met. And I'm learning from her how to be a lady, and I'm teaching her to have balls, if you will, and how to have your life in the way you want it and speak up. And so they each show up to teach me something, and I realized that we are working together to love and to heal and to learn. And so I try and show up and listen to them and share with them that I'm human and that I'm trying my best because I care about myself and them. And I apologize a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And own my stuff. And I'm trying also to break what was passed down to me. You know, to break, I had to go from, I'm not neglecting my kids and I'm getting out of bed,
Right.
to realizing, oh no, I need to hold them. Oh, I got to look at them. I got to hear them. So I'm learning as I go, and really I'm loving it.
I love it. Well, we have to take a break again. Whatever.
I'll miss you,
Commercial,
audience.
schmercial. We'll be right back.
We are still here. Woohoo! Broadscast with Lee Keckner in studio. We have just a couple minutes left, and we skipped all of our broad topics, which is fine because this is what our show is about
Yes.
broadening your mind,
Yes.
and so we've abandoned
flexible.
and being flexible. So thank you.
I'm
for
grateful
enlightening
for
us.
that abandonment. More me time.
It's all Lee.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
goodstuff.com.
But I think that one thing that I've learned in my early 40s and 40, wow, just what year? I'm going to be 44 this year.
And her body's smoking hot.
Yeah, thank you. I love myself in a way that I didn't long time ago. And I know that, you talk a lot about protecting your heart and all the hurt that we have and healing that. And I think for the rest of my life, I hope to heal and all those things because I think through life, things are being thrown at us and it does trigger things and learning how to react and respond and protect. So I appreciate that you are doing that and spreading that message. And
Oh, right
so
on. Thank you.
Well, I think it's important. I think we forget to take care of ourselves. So I appreciate your workshop. Sounds great. Maybe Jackie,
If you guys aren't there, I'll be
we can take a
pissed.
field trip.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I do love also that you're a parent and you're a wife and you have a mission and you are able to do all of these things. And so you kind of give permission to anybody who takes the workshops or listens to you speak like, oh, I have permission to not be the end all be all for everybody else all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that your message is so important to get out there because
thank you
you're not
so
like,
much.
hey, I'm going to go spend 3 months in Cabo to find myself. You're just saying you can do this and be that at the same time.
Yeah.
That to me is having it all. Everybody talks about having it all and it's supposed to be some career and some this and some that. To feel happy and
Full.
in love with yourself and be that for other people, that to me is having it all.
Yeah, and there's this quote that is my favorite quote from Carl Jung, I don't know.
30 seconds.
Nothing
maybe.
affects the environment of a child so much as the unlived life of a parent. So when you are living fully, you are modeling for your child happiness. And when our parents weren't, they were modeling for us scarcity and,
Right.
the opposite of abundance. So live your life fully to your heart's desire, and you are not only taking care of yourself, but really showing your kids what life's about.
I love it. Lee Keckner,
I love you.
thank you so much.
Absolutely.com, LEIGH.
My
or
workshop. You can find
August
the workshops.
11th.
August 11th.
And you can
that's
find the
first one.
workshops on broadscast.com and a little more about Lee there too. So we'll see you next time.
I love you all.
Thanks for coming.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.